Greetings everyone, this is Elizabeth, and today we are budgeting for the week of 5/17, which tomorrow is payday, you guys. That's how far behind I am. I was a total slacker. We did stay on budget, but it wasn't a very well planned budget this week. I was being, I don't know, I was in a funk. I didn't want to go shopping. I didn't want to go get cash and go shopping. I really don't like shopping at the grocery store with cash. The last few times it's just something that I have to get over or work differently so that when we have our budget for food, I can have some money in the bank so that when I go to like Sam's Club and I can use my app, the money's gonna be there. So this might be a take the money out, then put the money back, or just figure it out and leave some of the bulk of the money in the bank. So our food budget is a work in progress because, like I said, I don't want to go to the bank all the time before I go grocery shopping. I don't mind stopping after I'm done. It's kind of out of the way. So we got to work that out a little bit. But before we went and spent the monies, we do sit there and we look at our budget. Okay. And we give a ballpark figure. So very first thing I do is I write down what his paycheck was. I don't care what's in the bank, okay? I don't even pull it down to look to see what was left over or anything until after I've done all the budget. And I'm looking mainly to make sure nothing's been doubled, nothing's been missed, everything I paid went through like it was supposed to. You still have to do that, okay? But when your available balance is more than, normal, you gotta kind of ignore that. And this payday, yesterday I double checked to make sure everything was going through, and I've got $200 and some sitting in the bank, and all my bills are paid. And I'm like, did we actually save that much? And then I'm like, it doesn't matter. We're just going to close the bank and there's nothing available. And so we're not spending what's in there because I got vacation in August. So yeah, it's very interesting to see. But you try not to look at your available balance. You just look at what's gone through so you can tick it off. Like that just went through. Those went through. So all of this is paid. Aside from this, and when I did my math, I took this out because these items are being held and I still had money left. And I was like, it's a lot of money. I feel like I forgot something. It's like, there's a lot of money in there. What did I forget? But so far it's going good. So cross our fingers. This part keeps going, and that we can pay things ahead of time. Now, as soon as I wake up, we write down his paycheck. And it's not as soon as I wake up, because, you got to wake up before you can wake up. So we do his paycheck, okay? And right now, we're doing a 1% savings challenge on his paycheck, which came to $12 and some change. And remember, savings up. So we round that up to 13. Now, the other challenge we're doing for this particular week. Where's my savings? Nope, that's that one. That's this one. Get back over here. I need $7. Okay, so savings game is $7. Look at that. A nice $20 bill, which it's kind of funny about that. So these two, I knew that eventually when I stopped at the bank, I had to bring home $20 for these two items. Then the other thing I knew I needed was the gas money. Okay, and it had to be $100 so that the hubby can have his gas, because he fills up about 2 times in a week's period. Like, yeah, and it's actually, yeah, it's a little more than half the week, because he got gas the other day, a few days ago, several days ago, I don't know, but he needs to gas up tonight. So he's using the last of the 100 tonight and payday's tomorrow. So we were excited to see that we're not using as much gas as we think we are. So, yeah, having a budget, you know, it kind of shines a light on some of the things you think you're overspending on or whatnot. So between the 2 paydays, he used gas money, right? $50 gas money. And then tomorrow's payday, and we're using up the last bit of it. So it's kind of cool to see that. Now, those were the ones that needed to come into here and are 100% must-haves, okay? So we needed to bring in 120. Now, from our savings, this stuff here, okay, we take the $12.40, and we're taking money out of the bank now. So we're going to round up. So that $12.41 becomes $12.40. I'm going to take off right off the top the things that have to go in savings. So we're going to knock off 120, but put an asterisk, because that has to come out of the bank, but it's not spending money. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. We want to take it out of the bank, but it's not a part of what we can spend to pay the bills. Well, if we had bills, we would definitely pay them. So this becomes a 2, that becomes a 1, and that's what we have available to pay the bills and get our groceries. Okay, so out of this, I needed, oops, where are we? Right here. I needed $612. Okay, now we round up because we're taking it out of the bank. So anything over $700 is what is usable. So out of the $11.20, I'm going to take off that 700. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's $420. Okay, this is what we could pull out of the bank and spend. Spendable. Okay. And let me tell you, I spent. So, out of the 420, okay, that's spendable. Now we're going to bring it down the 120, okay, 405. 540 is what we take from the bank. Okay. Now, if I'd have gone to the bank, I would have pulled out 540. But I did not. I went to Sam's Club. And I knew that I had 420 I could work with. So at Sam's Club, I bought $200 worth of groceries. Then I went to Mark's and bought $100 more worth of groceries. I know, it's crazy. So out of this, 5, 4, 3, 2, we had $240. Okay, 120. Okay, 120 is savings. So that leaves us 120. Okay. So out of when we went to the bank and we had that 120 left, we have spent quite a bit of it. We'll go through here and see what was left, and we'll show you what happened. But that actually for us You know, even having a little bit of that left is amazing. Having this much left, you know, during from week to week, it's blowing my mind, you guys, because you see all this cash, right? All these pockets have cash. Like, we've never, on a payday to payday, it'd be like zero. $5, you know, $10 in the banking payday. Get it down to like $5, $10 payday. $5, $10 payday. So having it this way, we're actually really saving money. So we're gonna go all the way to the back. I have our shed storage, which I have 50 here and 50 in the bank, which that's part of that big amount that's left over is part of that. I have not added money to this yet. Since our change pouch, is a little wonky. We did pull some money out of this just to break things up, okay? But it works. So there's our change, and this is still spendable. So if I need a gallon of milk and we are strapped to zero, we will go get our gallon of milk with this. Okay, and then this day here, this is our payday savings. Okay, so remember here we had $13, and I had a 20, and that's part of what we had to divvy up that little change area so we could finagle these, which was kind of funny because our two savings came up to $20, and I had 67, right? And so I'm like 67, you know, plus our 13. Well, that gave us a nice round number. So I was able to I took out all the little bitty change and I put the 20 in. Okay, so I took out that 7 and put in a 20 to give us a nice 13. So then we would have $7 sitting up here to finagle, right? $7. Yeah, it just worked out this particular savings day. Everything just kind of helped everybody else. So we've got that $7 that we pulled out of this pouchy, and we're gonna go stuff it into our savings game, which is right here, our savings challenge. And ta-da, we have $27 in our savings challenge, because if we have our 2, 3 to makes 5, the 4 makes 9, the 6 to make 15, and then that 5 right there to make 20. And then we're putting in the $17 right there. So let us go ahead and cross off our $7, which then becomes 27. I need to start writing how much we're actually savings. I keep having to go back up and add. So we have 20, 25, 26, 27. Whoop, whoop. Isn't that lovely? $27 in our savings, our weekly savings. And you can find all sorts of savings challenge on Pinterest, TikTok. There's a lot better envelope stuffers out there than me that have been doing it a while, that have good advice. So pop on over there. You can share their advice if you like, you know, share some advice with us. So those two things are taken care of. Boink, boink. Then we went and we took our $100 to our gas thingy. Now you guys are going to see $50. Okay. Hubby is coming to get this here in a minute. He's on his way to work. So I'm going to pull that out for him. And our gas money's been doing fabulous. $100 a week, and it's been jamming. Now, as you can see, we have no foods money left. It's gone, you guys. It's all gone. But I did take some of this 120 and I put it back through the folders. I did not add anything to my nail department. although I do need to get another $30 in here just before I make my next nail appointment. So payday tomorrow, I'll be putting money in here. Into the hair department, if I can get this out, I took out the 80 that I needed for my hair. Okay, and that's 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, $50 for my son, which means I only need 40, because it's $80 and then my tips. It'll either be $5 or $10 tip. It depends on how many people work on his hair. Because he's having a all over hair dye job. So, but this is his hair money. So I just need to add some more to this, which is haircut is tomorrow. So that's going to be coming out of tomorrow's budget. But for you guys, you'll see it next week. You'll see me. This will be empty in the next video. Okay, dinner out. Nope. We did not. Tom did have $20. That was part of this too. Okay. He had it and it's gone. And at some point, I don't remember, did we add money last payday? But we have some craft money, 20, 30, 20, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62. Don't mind me, I cannot count. 2, 4, 5, 6, 61, 62. So I've got $62 for arts and crafts. I'm kind of waiting to hear if I need some of these chalkboard markers, if this guy is going to hire me to do a sign or not. So that is partly for that. And then this, do you see this? Do you see? This is our savings. This is just, it's different from our 2 challenges. This is if we have anything left over, we can throw it in there. We're, you know, either for savings or emergency, a vacation. I don't know. We might need tires before too long. But this little bundle, you see this little bundle? Isn't it so cute? This was left over last week. So we get to put some money in that was actually left over. So between the payday of the 10th and today, well, last week for me, but today's payday, we get to add this money. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm going to put it in the change pouch because I did borrow some stuff out of there. But we're going to put this 20 into this pocket. Okay, so if we grab our trusty pencil, and then at this point we're going to add 20. So I should have 260 in here. So we're going to add that up. Three, we have like 4 different savings going on. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. Wait, what? 100, 200, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? We actually saved 40. So there's 280 in here. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh my goodness. So lovely. So lovely. 280 in our savings. That's a tire, right? Our tires keep going flat. It's like, you know we have savings, don't you? You know. So we have our savings, our just whatever savings. We have our game savings. So we have $27 saved up in here. We have our payday savings. So we have $80 up in here. Oh, look at that. And then this is our change pouch. So we're just going to add that little bit of change in here. Yeah. Let's get that out of there. So we're going to put our 1s and our 5. And so I don't really need to count this because It's just that. It's just a little bit of change. Okay, so that is all snug as a bug. And then we have this. Okay, so our 120 for savings is in the savings, and the 120 we had left over is spent. Like I said, we didn't have much left this payday, but considering, you know, last payday, we got to put 40 in savings and stuff, and we still adding savings here. I'm okay with that. I am going to trying to break the bad habits that we have, you guys, is hard. We still only have 100 here for our rent. Rent comes out on the 1st, and you know, sometimes his paychecks are low, but I do have 2 more paydays, and both of these are kind of little, so I think I'm going to take $50 from this one and $50 from this one and add it to our rent, because the last time we had $200, it seemed to work just good for groceries and gas. And we'll do extra buying of groceries on these to compensate for that first week in June. Gosh, you guys, it's June already. But I'm super excited. Again, I do recommend having one of these. It's a tracker for the day it is due and the amount that is due. And if it's like a big credit card or something, go ahead and put how much. But when you put your amount of how much, like when you start it, I would put a date right here, because I don't remember when I put this, right? We owe even less on the car. So I'm like, I wish I'd have put the dates on this, because I just looked at the truck payment yesterday and we're down to $3,200. So I wish I'd have put the date so I could see it tick down, right? Or tick up. Like this one went up. So I would leave a little bit of extra room for changes, like the original, and then, you know, if it's going up or down. But yeah, I do like this idea here. And then have yourself one of these. If you're paid once a month, then it should be the month and all your bills. Basically this. If you're paid twice, it should be 2 paychecks with all of this divided into there. And you want to make sure that, you know, if it's due on the 1st, you're paying it on the last paycheck. So if this is all due June 1st, I'm paying it at the end of May, so it's on time. Does that make sense? And then anything that's due at the end of the month, I'm paying at the beginning of the month. Pardon me. Sorry, I didn't get to the pause button in time. That one caught me really off guard. A little sneezy sneeze. Okay, so, and our goal, okay, is instead of paying, you know, in person or individual apps, our goal is to have everything on time, paid ahead, so that we can go into automatic payments. Because like Chase or Sam's Club, this was paid so well that it's actually due next month, but I had the money on the 10th. And so what I need to do is pay them a little bit closer. But when everybody gets paid a month or 2 in advance, then I can set up auto withdrawal. And then instead of writing everything that is due, all I have to do is look at the amount. And it will be so much easier. I'll say, okay, my first check, I need $900 in the bank. Take anything out. This check, I need this much money in the bank. Leave that, take the rest, and go on. And then I'm not checking to make sure everybody's getting paid or forgetting to pay Sam's Club because I gotta wait. I don't like paying them so early, so I'm going to pay them here, but the money is still there. Chase is money, okay? There's Chase money. There's Chase money, okay? And so when this day comes around, I'll have all of the money for Chase. I hope that makes sense. And if you do have any questions or need more clarification, if I don't know the answer, I will hunt it down for you, give you ideas as well. But yeah, I like doing this to an extent. My dislike is it's like a chore to go to the bank. It's terrible. It's like, I don't want to go to the bank. That's my biggest thing. I just wish that part was a little bit easier. Now, there are some banking apps, and Chase probably has one too, where you can do all your budgeting in the app. There was a commenter who said that's what they do. They do all the little budgety things in their app, and that works for them. For me, if the money's in the bank and I'm using my card, it's a little too easy for me to spend. Just like this whole week, you know, I mean, it's already gone. Whereas the week before, when I took the money out, I had money left over. So I need to do better and really pinpoint what we're gonna do. But yeah, so that's our savings and budgeting plan for the week of the 17th. And hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna go out. We're gonna take my son to get his haircut, and I'm gonna pull the money then so that I can do the proper budgeting. And until then, my friends, I hope you have a great, wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.